Okay, Dashie is in his cage. He's getting the grand tour. This is the Christmas 2019. He's kind of hanging out back there where the food is. He has his priorities. I was checking out his cupcake. It's a wiffle ball with a piece of wood and some special herb goodies frosted on it, and that was made by Twilight Chinchillas. His Valentine's Day cage will be loaded with all her furniture. She makes a lot of really cool stuff for hamsters, guinea pigs, rabbits, rats. Actually, she has large parrots. So yeah, she's a great place to go. Small business person. And she makes homemade furniture, toys, shoes, all the like. He's got a bowl of food inside the gingerbread house, along with all that green bedding type stuff just to help him kind of keep his footing. Behind the wheel, he has oat spray. And then he also has some, like Whimsy dog chews, which actually are good for the hamsters. It helps them keep their teeth trimmed. They don't get overgrown because their teeth never stop growing. So it's good for them to keep them wore down, which is another reason why they chew on stuff. Oh, he tore down a tree. Looky there. This is the skating rink that we had made for him, I think 2 years ago. Oh, he found the, oh crap, I forgot what it's called. Millet spray. Oh, went through his little house tunnel there. He's also got his cheese chew, which he's been munching on that. He's wore down at Whimsy's. He's wore down his cheese chew. And, of course, I love when I get these really specialty theme cages to have them everything look fresh and brand new. But I'm not tossing chews that still have some use. So he's got some funky looking chews in here. He's got his homemade gingerbread house back there, which he's knocked over. And I put his book up on top of the fireplace by the elf, but he generally doesn't really chew on much anymore, so I'm not too concerned, but I will be taking out some of these things that are not very hamster friendly. Kind of keep an eye on him. But he's an old guy. He turned 2 in September, and the usual lifespan is about 24 months or, up to 3 years. Some hamsters have actually lived to be 5. Just kind of depends on the care that they get, their diet, what they're fed, if they get some, the proper seed mixture along with some proteins, which would be like chicken, mealworms, not prairie dogs, just dried bugs and stuff, grasshoppers and all that, crickets. He definitely likes the chicken. You can give him some fruits and vegetables. They do have a little bit of limits. Depending on what kind. Some tend to get diabetes from a lot of sugary foods. Certain fruits will cause that. He's a robo, so he's like a Syrian. He can pretty much eat almost anything, hamster-wise, but some of the dwarf species especially are prone to diabetes if they get too much sugary fruits. So you definitely want to research what you're feeding your little guy and make sure that you're not giving him too much of something, or too little. I mean, you want to make sure they have a good, varied, healthy diet in addition to their seed mix. They get a lab block. That's got, I guess, just the general minerals and their primary minerals and that sort of thing to make sure that they get that added to their regular diet, in addition to their seed mix, because they do get kind of picky. Sometimes they'll favor the sunflower seeds and the peanuts and maybe the oats that's in their seed mix, and they'll kind of toss some other things aside. They won't eat it. So you definitely want to make sure they get a well-rounded meal and pay attention to what they eat and make sure you find ways to make sure that they get the proper nutrition that they're supposed to have. So he's got his food dish in the gingerbread house. The skating rink is a kind of a little hideaway that we had made for him. He's got his little wood sticks there, apple wood chew sticks. He's got I forget what kind of that yellow chew is called, but That's a healthy treat, little chew. The chew here in the corner came from the, I am so bad with my memory. It's a hamster subscription box, which I only got just the Christmas one. But it's a pine cone, and then of course it's got the wood on it, which he is allowed to chew, and then the loofah material. They can chew on that. The skis little back there, they're okay. So, and then his car, he normally has a pink convertible, and because it's Christmas, I found him this cute little red truck with a tree. So, as long as he doesn't chew on it, which I don't think he will, it should be fine in the cage, but I'll keep an eye on it. And then his fireplace, I did turn it off. I wished I'd have left it on. I didn't think it would pick up in the video too good, but it does work. It has a little fireplace light. Generally, I don't leave these on. They're just kind of for show for the moment. And then he's got his water bottle over here behind the penguin, and actually underneath the water bottle is another little hide underneath it, and he usually will tunnel down in the bedding with that. And then his dresser with his homemade choir books, so he can sing along with the nutcrackers. And then he's got his wreath, and then over in the back corner there is his mistletoe. So, and then I always print out backgrounds. And I just tape the sheets together with my photo paper, but I always print out really cute backgrounds for his cages, and I'm just recycling the Christmas one. I really do like this one, so I probably wouldn't have made a new one, but at the same time, with my printer dead, I just really don't have any way to print anything, and I'm actually out of printer paper. I kind of killed that when I made a gift for somebody, so I don't have any card or photo paper anymore. I just have regular plain Jane paper, and these pictures will not show up good with that. And then, oh yeah, and then his sand bath. I wished I had blue sand like I did last year, but I don't. It would have made the whole ice skating rink a little more realistic and added more color to his cage, but I don't have any blue sand. We just have regular play sand. And some hamsters do like to take sand baths. They like to kind of dust around and play in it, but it has to be specifically like play sand. It cannot be dust. So if you buy like a chinchilla dust or something, that is dangerous for a hamster. It can get in their respiratory system and be very dangerous for their health. So you definitely want to stick with straight up sand. And that's something else to research. You have to bake it and get it, I forget what the word is, but just get it like sanitized. So, but he's enjoying his cage, and now that I've hit 7.5 minutes, I think I've talked everybody out to boredom if they've made it this far. Thank you for watching. And then the snowmen are actually salt and pepper shakers that my mom had a long time ago, but they're ceramic. They're fine. They're safe. He's fine with those. And then all these gel clings are outside the cage. They're not in the cage, so he's not at risk of eating these gel things and getting sick or anything. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. This is his winter cage, and thanks for watching a lot. Bye.